What size do you want?
All right, did we get it?
Yep.
All right, good.
Hey, it's Brad and Craig with ProLite Gear, and we're going to recreate a test that we did earlier, an agitation test. This time we've actually got the DriDown product. We took a brand new Sierra Designs jacket called a NAR jacket that has DriDown in it. We cut open one of the baffles, removed the down, and we tested it in our steam chamber to see how resilient it was to humidity. Yep. Now we're going to test it in direct contact with water.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, since this is recovered, it's sat for several hours, I'm just going to take this.
Yes, I get one again.
Just dump it right in, yeah. Oh, that came out pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, so that is our DriDown product. Why don't we wait till we get both in there?
It's pretty good too.
Yeah.
They look about the same.
Sufficient to recreate the test anyway.
Yeah.
In the first test we found that we had to vigorously agitate the untreated down in order to reproduce the marketing videos that we had seen, and not just from DriDown. We saw the same videos from Encapsule and Downtech and what was it? Turay's Quicks Down product. We're using that. So is that roughly about the same, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough for this test. You have some water there. Once again, this is the DriDown, this is untreated down. Go ahead and fill them up both about halfway. So once again, the same thing we experienced the first time. Untreated down just doesn't go and suck up all the water. It has some natural resistance to water. I can go ahead and cut that for you. Here, cut that a little bit nicer so we don't completely cover it. And if you watch that first video, we were able to get untreated down to, I'll put one rubber band right there, to wet out, but we really had to vigorously, I'd almost say violently shake it for 2 minutes straight to get it to fail. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, so let's do this, Brad.
Okay.
You turn that one and I'll turn this in. And let's don't shake it. Let's just tip it over and then tip it back. And let's...
Hourglass style.
Hourglass style, exactly. Hopefully it doesn't spill everywhere.
1, 2, or 1?
1, 2, 3. Just turn it and turn it back. Okay. Shane, can you zoom in on that just so people can see? I'm going to call it a tie.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might actually be more down on the DriDown.
Gosh, I would absolutely agree with you on that. Now, this probably didn't, perfectly reproduce what they did because this down has come off our steam box. That was 2 hours ago and it had dried out substantially.
Both came off the steam box.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can see both. Some of it is failing. Let's go and tip it again.
Okay.
And then back. Boy, I see more of the DriDown failing than I did of the untreated down. That's kind of surprising, honestly.
I will say this, though. The loft appears getting a little bit less rolled. The stuff that's up
Yeah.
there.
It's almost like whatever process they used on the DriDown didn't completely cover every plume or feather. Because it seems less consistent than what I'm seeing over here. And some has just completely
gone. It's at the bottom.
Completely gone to the bottom. Alright.
Yeah.
Now let's do this. Let's kind of vigorously shake it. Do you want to, I didn't bring my timer. Do you want to time it or just kind of vigorously count to like 20?
Sure.
Okay.
I've got a stopwatch on
All right.
my watch. We can do that if you'd like.
Okay. You say go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake.
Now, are you...
I'm going to go up and down like this. 15 seconds of vigorous agitation.
All right, that's probably enough. I can see
We
something
got 5
happening.
seconds here. 30 seconds now.
Okay. Well, there we did show that the DriDown has held up better than untreated down.
Didn't hold up great, not like in the pictures you see, or in the marketing demos at the outdoor retailer. I mean, you saw the down just lofting fully up and floating on top of the water.
Yeah.
Well, this was down. I mean, it may last, what, say, 10 times longer?
The little hang tag says stays drier 7 times longer, and that's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Vague claim. Stays drier. Well, yeah, that stays drier, but
Drier but not functional.
yeah, meaningfully drier. I don't know. Well,
So
that's our test of
untreated, treated.
yeah. So we were able to see an advantage of this. Like I said, not quite as significant of an advantage as we were expecting.
Yep.
So I think that wraps up this video. If you have any ideas for how, or suggestions, or thoughts on testing this, we've reached out to Sierra Designs.
Yeah.
They aren't willing, at least as of right now, to share their testing methodologies with us.
That's right.
And we'll continue to try and get some other hydrophobic down or waterproof down products to test. Big Agnes is using Down Tech.
Yep.
And we learned that, Patagonia has their encapsule jacket at $700. Patagonia, if you watch this video and you want to send us some of your down to test, we would love to give you some third-party validation on that. And then, Shane, is it QU, the hunting company that's doing the Quicks Down stuff? I think they call it Super Down or something like that. And so we may have to try and purchase one of those to test out that product. But so, yeah, I think in summary, what we've learned so far, Brad, standing water test, if you vigorously agitate it, yes, there is an advantage. If you don't vigorously agitate it, not really an advantage.
This is the equivalent of swimming across a lake in your down jacket, though.
Yeah, in a humidity test where we were pumping steam at 200 degrees through it, we couldn't see an advantage. Recovery test, we couldn't see that it recovered any faster than untreated down. So, I don't know, are you going to go on record and make a statement yet as to DriDown from Sierra Designs?
I'm not going to rush out and buy one.
Yeah, I think the jury is still out with me on this. I want to put it through some more tests. I think there is something there. I don't think it's a game changer at this point.
Right now, we don't know the durability of that thin polymer coating on the down cluster.
I read
Little
on their
agitation.
website, if you go to their website and look at their facts page, they claim that after dozens of washings, no degradation in performance occurs. So we'll start testing that out as well. So we do have a test so at least we can benchmark whether the treatment is breaking down over time with that.
And this was 30 seconds. We can do everything else with 30 seconds right now and just see how it looks.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.
Hey, this is Brad with ProLite Gear. Just for fun, I went and shook the DriDown for another 15 seconds after we turned off the camera, and it roughly looks the same as the untreated down. So whether we shake these for 30 seconds or 45 seconds, they still wet out. And this is the treated down, this is the untreated down, with an extra 15 seconds of agitation.